So we're back at the new Friendship Park while it's under construction with Bill and John, and we're continuing our little tour here. And Bill, this is another piece of equipment you're going to tell us about?
Yeah, this is called the Netplex with a skyport on top. So it's basically a take on the old jungle gyms, right? The old monkey bars.
Nice.
But there's a not one way up to the very top and not one way down. So kids will have to use their creativity and their imagination to get up, and there's lots of spots for them just to kind of hang out and enjoy the view. Or
there's like
climbing.
a spot here where there's kids could sit there and do whatever they want, right?
Right. Yeah. So there's different levels, and you can get up there at the very tip top, and feel like you're part of the tree. The tree's right here, so everything kind of blends in nicely with the trees in the back.
It does, Bill. Yes.
Yeah.
On a day like today or earlier this week, I mean, the fact that these trees were saved is, I mean, you can't. That's just fantastic, because we're getting some nice shade here and in a plus, which could have been a real hot part of the day,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's blistering hot outside of the shade, but you look at this, and if a parent's just getting off work or and heading out, they can come out here and enjoy the shade, and the kids don't have to worry about getting burnt. So
which is great.
Yeah,
yes.
so I'm really you're right. The trees are a big part of this, and I'm really happy with the way everything turned out.
That's a nice healthy tree here that we have saved here.
That's that's the linden. That was planted by Girl Scouts back in 1996 or 7, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Because it grew pretty large if it was small then.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah. So we actually have a picture. One of the Friends of Roberts Field members are actually her troop planted it. Stephanie Lanzillo, her troop planted it. We have pictures of her planting the tree.
Really? Good.
Yeah. So she grew and the tree grew.
And John did all the logos for us, right? He volunteered and prepared a lot of the logos for the new Friendship Park, right, John?
Yeah.
How many did you do?
Well, I'm not sure how many different designs or assets we put together, but I was going to say, like a lot of people, I've history here, and it's just a way to kind of give back, because I grew up here in played on the previous incarnation of the playground, like a lot of people did.
Nice.
And although I wasn't right in the ground floor with the new version of the committee and getting things together, I think it was maybe last December I found out about this and just thought to myself, well, if I could contribute in a little way, what would that be? So I said, I think I just emailed you.
Yeah.
I emailed Bill and I just said, hey, if you need anyone to work on some graphic stuff, let me know. And pretty soon thereafter, I think he wrote me back and said, yeah, here's a list of 100 things that we would like to have done by next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been extremely fun, and Bill's been super great at sort of focusing my energies and providing awesome feedback and contributing to the designs as well. So in some ways, I come up with stuff, but a lot of times I'm just trying to get down on paper or digital something that Bill has sort of in his brain for a design. So
you did a great job, John. Right, Bill? Did they come out great?
Amazing job. So the logos are important because it really gives everybody sort of a rallying point. And everybody that I've spoken to absolutely loves the logos, and it really has given us all sort of that thing to hold up and say we're a part of that. But the other parts that John didn't mention that he's done are the videos and all the flyers and all the images and all the things that we posted, and all those things have made such a huge difference with the committee, because it's those things that have brought other people in.
Yes.
And I can't say enough about not only the quality of work, but just the ability of working together. He's a great partner with all of this, and been really super to work with, and we're just all really thankful that he stepped up and helped us.
Yeah. And everybody in Chelmsford, I think, are thankful for you and the committee. Everybody on the committee. What a great job you did. Bill is here almost every day, it seems, working on this, doing something or other, I'm sure.
Dirty knees and all. But
if Bill didn't already have a Chelmsford Citizen of the Year award, he'd sure be getting it this year.
At the end of the day, though, I mean, it's a community thing. And that's one of the things that we've really tried to highlight and to honor in the design, and also all the things that we're doing, is that, back in 1974, when the park group first got together and said we wanted to put a tot lot here, it was a a group of volunteers that got together and did it. And then in 1995, when the Friends of the Park wanted to do it, it was the same thing. So we're just the latest iteration, and there's a ton of people that have put in an hour here, 2 hours there, you know, whatever that they can do, but it's all making a big difference. And we hope that we, at the end of the day, when we open up on June 30th, that we really, you know, honored those people's efforts too, because we tried to maintain a lot of the things that we could that have been here in the past. You know, so it's all a community effort. We're really excited about that. So.
Well, we thank everybody
Yes.
who contributed to this park and either bought a brick or helped build it or volunteered to put it together during that construction week we had. We had probably did we have over 100 volunteers that day,
Yeah,
Bill?
I would say, in total, over 100, and we actually ended up getting most of the work done on Saturday and then finished up early on Sunday. So
nice.
we met our deadline on that. We were originally planning on the grand opening being tomorrow, but we ran into some timing issues with the pathways and getting these things done. So rather than try to force it and potentially ending up with some issues, we said, you know, let's just give it a week and we'll put the finishing touches on when we can. And then we're still going to have other things that are going to come up and that we're going to have to add to the playground all the way through the fall. So the fences are going to go in until July and August. We'll have this temporary snow fence up until then. The climbing areas, the natural areas, all those things will be added to it. And then we'll be adding benches and tables as well. And I'd like to say that if anybody's interested in sponsoring a bench, we have 3 different options there. And we also have 2 different options for tables. So if they would visit robertsfield.org or friendsofrobertsfield.org and get in touch with us, we'd be happy to help them with a sponsorship of the table. And all the proceeds are going to help pay for the stuff that's going on here.
Great. Well, thank you for the tour, Bill and John. And we'll do another tour maybe once the park is completed.
Yeah, definitely.
After the grand opening.
Yeah.
But Chelmsford News will be here for the grand opening as well, of course. Great. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Tom.